Welcome everyone. So we're discussing this chapter relation and function, and we already completed up to this Cartesian product and its applications. So today we will talk about relation on set and its domain and range of a relation. So let's start with this relation on a set. How to define this relation on a set? So let us take the same example I have taken for showing this Cartesian product. So here the first set X is given by this circle, triangle and parallelogram. So the members of X is C, D, P. And then this colors red, blue, green. So the member of Y are R, P, G. Okay, so these are two sets, X and Y. Now what is X cross Y? You all know that this is the Cartesian product. So the members of X cross Y is given by circle red, circle blue, then a circle green, then triangle red, triangle blue, triangle green, and then parallelogram red, parallelogram blue, parallelogram green. So these are the possible combination we can make, and that is the elements of the Cartesian product. Now I'm just picking up three elements from this Cartesian product. So let us pick these three elements: C, R, T, R, and then P, R. So I'm choosing that element where the color is red and the members for the circle also, for the triangle also, and for the parallelogram also. So what is this? This is a subset of this Cartesian product, and I'm just representing this set by R. So this R is called the relation. R is called the relation from X to Y. The set X to Y. So R is a subset of this Cartesian product X cross Y, and this R is called the relation from X to Y. So how we will draw the relation, or the diagram for the relation will be, so this is the array diagram for the relation, that is C is related to R, T is related to R, and parallelogram also related to R, and any element of this should be a subset, should be present in this set X cross Y, and R is a subset of this X cross Y. Okay, so here is the definition. In this definition, look at the definition. Let A, B are two non-empty sets, then the relation R from A to B is a subset of this Cartesian product A cross B. That is, R is a subset of A cross B. Maybe it will be equal to it, or it's a proper subset. So in that case, the phi and A cross B, we will call this one the trivial, and others are non-trivial. So look at here. If this A comma B, any element present in this relation R, that time we will say that A is related to B. We will write this thing as ARB, and we called, or we read this one as A is related to B. And if this element A comma B does not belongs to B, does not belongs to R, that time we will represent it as R not related to B. R A is not related to B, that is R and then one slash. This is not related to B. That means this element A comma B does not belongs to the set R or does not belongs to the relation. So A is not related to B and it is A is related to B. This other representation, wherever you will find this notations, this two notation, that means A is related to B and A is not related to B. So remember the notation and the definition of the relation on a set. So this R is a relation from X to Y and R is a subset of X cross Y or AB, you can whatever you want to take. So next move to this domain and range for this relation. So we all know this. Let us take this same example. So here this is C, this is T and this is P. This is the set X, this is the set Y. This element is R, this is B and this is G. So we're defining this R is, the elements of R is given by C, R. Take this one R1. Previously also take this relation R1, since R we are using here. So don't use this R there. Use R1. Since this T is related to R and then P is related to R. So this is the relation. So R1 is the relation from X to Y. So now the domain and range. What is domain? So the domain of this R1 is given by this C, T and P. That is the first element of this order pairs present in this relation R1. Okay, C, T and P is the domain for R1 and the range for R1 is the second element of this ordered pair. That is, this is only R. Okay, so in general, if we want to say this definition for this one is domain of any relation R, R be a relation from A to B, A to B, then the domain of R is given by this A such that A comma B belongs to this R. So from all the order pairs, those are belongs to this relation R, we will take this first element and this set is called the domain of R. And what is the range? Range of R is the collection of the members B where this A comma B is the member of R. So this is the mathematical representation for domain and range for any relation R from A to B, where A, B are non-empty set. Okay, so this is the domain and range for a relation. Now next is this inverse of relation. Inverse relation. What is inverse relation? So this is the set X. Take the same example again. This is C, this is T, this is P, and this is Y, this is R, this is B, this is G. Now let us take this relation R1 is given by this C, R, T, R, and then P, R. Okay, by this three relation. Now inverse of this relation R1 is denoted by R1 inverse. Okay, and defined as R, C, R, T, R, P. That is, if AB belongs to this R1, then inverse element of this inverse is B comma A. In this type. Okay, so if we go for this definition, so here is the definition. Let AB be two non-empty sets. The R be the relation from A to B. Then its inverse of this R denoted by R inverse is also a relation from B to A and is defined by B comma A where AB belongs to R. Now if we want to say this domain and range for this R inverse, so let's talk about the domain and range for R inverse. So the domain for R1 inverse, write down the elements. The first element, that is only R. Then range for R1 inverse, that is the second elements C, T, P, C, comma, T, comma, P. Now look at that. Domain of R1 inverse is what? Range of R1. Right? Check the previous one, the domain and range we have written for the relation R1. So you will find this range for R1 is now this domain for R1 inverse. Now range for R1 inverse is what? Domain of R1. Check this previous one. You already know this domain and range for R1. So that means this domain and range will interchange whenever we will find this inverse. Okay, so this BA belongs to this R inverse. The elements of this R inverse should be BA type, where AB, this type of elements, belongs to this R. So this concept will be more clear when we will solve some problems. So let us solve some problems from this exercise 2B from SND, and next class we will solve the problems from NCERT. Okay, so let us solve these problems. Let A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 elements present in the set A, and B is 1, 3, 4. Define the relation from A to B by R, where R is X greater than Y. So we all know that this relation is a subset of A cross B, that is the Cartesian product. So what is this Cartesian product A cross B? If we want to find this A cross B, it will be lengthy, but for one example you can find it. So that will be 1, 1, 2, 1, then 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Then for this element 3, you can write this 1, 3, 2, 3, then 3, 3, and then 4, 3, and then 5, 3. Then for element 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, and then 4, 4, and then 5, 4. Now choose those elements where X is greater than Y. This means X is bigger than Y. 2, 1, 2 is greater than 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 1, 3, no, 2, 3, no, 3, 3, X is equal to Y, 4, 3, again X is greater than Y, 5, 3, X is greater than Y, 1, 4, no, X is less than Y, 2, 4, X is less than Y, 3, 4, X is less than Y, 4, 4, X is equal to Y, 5, 4, again X is greater than Y. So write down the elements for R. This is 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 4, 3, 5, 3, and then 5, 4. So now you can easily write down the inverse. That is the members of R inverse or the elements of R inverse. That is, if AB format is given, then you need to write down in this BA format. So write it down. 1, 2 is present. That means in R inverse 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 4, 5. These elements are present in the set R inverse or this relation R inverse. Okay, clear? So moving to the next problem. This set S is given and defining a relation on set S by this R, and this elements are given for R. You need to write down R inverse in roster form and range and domain for R also and for R inverse also. For both the cases, just write down the range and domain. Now look at that. Here it is given the relation on S. Relation on S means this relation is defining from the set S to this set again. That means all the elements are present in this set S. Whatever this will be the first element, that is the element of the domain or the element of the range. Both are present in the set S. So that time we will define this relation as the relation is defining on S, and these are the elements of this set R. Now R inverse is, just write down this BA, that is A comma B, D comma B, B comma D, then D comma D, and B comma E. So now write down the domain and range for this R. So if we talk about the domain, domain is the first element B, B, D, D, E. So B, D, E is the domain. And what is the range? A, D, B. Right? So write it down. Domain is B, D, E and range of R is A, D, B. And if we want to write down this domain for R inverse, then just simply write down the range for R, that is A, D, B, and range of R inverse is given by this B, D, E. Okay. Now, moving to the next problem. This one completed. So moving to the next problem. Question number 6 from this exercise. This is find the R inverse for both these two cases. Now for the first case, you can easily write down the R inverse. Just you need to write down, change the pair, reverse the pair. That is AB is present, then BA will be the element of R inverse. So write down 1, 2 is present here. That means 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and then 3, 4. These are the elements of R inverse. So first R inverse we will find. But for second, look at here, the members of R is not given. It's just given in set builder form. So firstly find the elements of this R. So what is given? The condition is given 2x plus y is equal to 10. So we can write down y is equal to 10 minus 2x, where x and y both are belongs to where? Set of natural number. Now let us take the cases, that is x is equal to 1. So y is 10 minus 2, 8. X is equal to 2. So y is 2 to the 4, 10 minus 4 is 6. X is 3. Y is 3 to the 6. That means 10 minus 6 is 4. X is 4. That is 4 to the 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. X is 5. Y is what? 5 to the 10. 10 minus 10, 0. And 0 is not a natural number. You can check after 5 also. You can't find any natural number. That will be negative number will come. Okay. So the elements is this portion. That is elements of R you can write in the form of x comma y, that is 1 comma 8, then 2 comma 6, then 3 comma 4, and then 4 comma 2. Clear? So write down this R inverse, that is 8 comma 1, 6 comma 2, 4 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. These are the elements of R inverse. So write it down. First the members of R and then write down the members of R inverse. Moving to the next problem. Find the domain and range for the set R. R is given in a set builder form. So firstly find the members of R. So you can write down that x plus 5y is equal to 20. X is equal to 20 minus 5y, right? So y is equal to 1. That means x is what? 20 minus 5, 15. Y is equal to 2. X is what? 5 to the 10, 20 minus 10 is 10. Y is 3. 5 3 is 15. So 20 minus 15 is 5. Y is equal to 4. So 20 minus 20 is equal to 0, and 0 does not belongs to the set of natural number. So we will not take this portion. So we will take up to this 3. So firstly, write down the member of R. So what is the member of R? So write it down. 15, 1, 10, 2, 5, 3. Write down in a form of x comma y. Okay, don't write down y comma x. Write down in a form x comma y. So there will be 15, 1, 15 comma 1, 10 comma 2, and 5 comma 3. Now you can easily write down the domain and range for it. So the domain of R is 5, 10, 15, and range is 1, 2, 3. First elements are the domain and the second elements are the range. So writing down range and domain and finding inverse are very easy type of problem. So solve it and solve these other problems. And this is the question number 2 from this exercise. This is, I think, 4 marks questions from this exercise 2B. So next, let A is the set given. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A relation R on A defined as x comma y, 2x plus y is equal to 12. X and y both belongs to where? In the set A. Then you need to find A inverse and domain and range for R and R inverse. You need to find first R, then you will find out this R inverse. So write down the condition, that is 2x plus y is equal to 12. So y is what? 12 minus 2x. So firstly, take x is equal to 1. The elements, those are belongs to the set A. We will take those elements. So if x is equal to 1, then 12 minus 2 is 10. X is 2. But look at here, this 10 is belongs to the set A. No, so we will not take this one. So x is equal to 2. Y is 2 to the 4. So 12 minus 4, that is 8. 8 is belongs to the set. X is equal to 3. 3 to the 6. 6 and 6 is 12. So answer is 6. X is equal to 4. 4 to the 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. X is equal to 5. Then 5 to the 10. 12 minus 10 is 2. X is equal to 6. That is y is equal to 0. Now this is also does not belongs to the set. So what is R? R is given by 2, 8, 3, 6, 4, 4, 5, 2. And you can now easily write down R inverse, that is 8, 2, 6, 3, 4, 4, 2, 5. Okay. Now you need to write down the domain and range for R and R inverse both. So domain of R is 2, 3, 4, 5. And domain of R is called the range for R inverse. Look at here, range 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, range for R is 8, 6, 4, 2. That is 2, 4, 6, 8. And which is the domain for R inverse. Clear? So these are the questions. Solve these questions, and if any problem or any doubt is there, you're free to ask. Thank you.